Hello.
It's live from lockdown.
Welcome to Live from Lockdown. I'm Champian.fulton. This is Fulton on the trumpet and flugelhorn. And we are live streaming with you here. I believe this is either week 26 or week 27. We are not totally sure.
Our producer's figuring it out.
Yeah, she's counting. She's counting. She says it's 26. Alrighty. Cool. Welcome.
Oh, there's some people.
We're here. You guys there? Please say hi if you're just tuning in. We're experiencing some lovely fall weather here in New York. And hi, Chihiro. So I had such a wonderful weekend. I want to tell you guys, I played a real gig this Friday.
Last Friday night.
Just a few days ago. Hi, John. Hi, Arnie. Hi, Avi. Good to see you. We missed you guys at the gig. Hi, Dawn in Roseville, Virginia. Are you in Virginia? Hi, Rodney in Alabama. Good to see you. Are you, it's not football season for Alabama fans yet because I think Alabama hasn't played their first game.
No, they haven't, I don't think.
Hi, Terry. Hi, Paul. We already had a bye week. Anyway, I was going to talk about, what was I talking? The gig. We played a real gig in Manhattan, and it was so fantastic to see people. Thank you to everyone who came. Thank you guys for saying happy belated birthday. And it was my grandmother's 96th birthday on Friday as well. Sorry, I'm so confused. I'll tell you why I'm so confused. Oh, hi, Vince. Vince was at the show. Thank you so much, and thank you for the book. I'm so confused because I had a gig, and I'm only used to having gigs on Sunday. So I had a gig twice. I feel like, what day of the week is it?
It's great, though.
What day of the week is it, Stephen?
I'm not sure.
It's live
from
live
lockdown
from lockdown.
Sunday. You guys had a lot of people at that gig.
We did. We had a very good crowd. It's outside in a courtyard. So, oh, hi, Daniel. Nice to see you again.
A lot of fans came to it.
Mike and Janie are on there.
That you hadn't seen in a while.
Hi, Mickey. Yeah, it was, I was saying, sorry, I keep getting interrupted by my own self. It was outside, but in a courtyard, so it wasn't on the street. So it felt a little bit more secluded and private, but still outside. And it's a very large space with a rooftop terrace. So people could be above and on the same level as the band. It was really fun. Hi, Conrad. People are saying specifically hello to you. Hi, Lenise. Did you say I'm here?
I'm here, right here. Here I am.
What are we doing today, Stephen?
Well, we're going to explore the music of jazz in the Southwest.
Yes.
Which means that we immediately bring to mind Kansas City and Count Basie and Jay McShann and such as that.
The gig. This is what we're gonna get to.
Benny Moten.
The gig was in Manhattan, in Chelsea, just near the High Line. It's kind of a secret location. You get the location exactly when you get your tickets, and hopefully we'll do it again. Hi, Bill and Marion. They came. It was wonderful.
Oh yeah, you said they were there.
Yeah. So please say hi if you guys are watching. Please share the video. Hi, Gilead in Rio. Bill and Marion said they missed you, Stephen, and
yes, I
Susan.
missed them. Susan said, "Well, why didn't we go to see Bill and Marion?"
Yes, Moten Swing. We're going to be playing Moten Swing soon. And hi, Gregory. Good to see you guys. Yeah, please say hi and tell us where you're watching from. Share the video. We've been getting so many new likes and so many new follows. Oh, funniest thing, there was a couple at the gig who didn't know me. And after we were talking for a minute, they said, "Are you that girl who does videos from her house on Sundays?"
No way.
That's me. Yeah. No, I'm not kidding. That's a true story.
You're famous all over the world.
Do you think it's a true story?
No, I believe you.
Thank you very much. This is a repeat. I'm repeating clothes now.
Uh-oh.
I feel there's an alarm going off. Sorry. I wore this in March.
Oh well.
Oh. It's true. I did. It was 6 months ago. Hi, Fuku. Fuku was on the gig. So we are playing music of the Southwest, Kansas City, and where I'm from, Oklahoma. And
And I want to say, I saw a little video from Friday night's gig that Chihiro took. And wow, you guys sounded great on there.
Me?
The whole band.
Oh.
But you too, of course. You sounded okay. Fuku sounded great.
Dave wants to know if you met Count Basie or played with him, but I want you to tell that story later.
That is true.
So you're gonna hold that story.
Is that Dave Naral?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold that story. First
Yeah,
of
Dave.
all, we're gonna play a tune for you guys. Now this is called Supposin', and when I told Steven I wanted to do it, he asked how it fit in the theme.
The Southwest Jazz.
The Southwest Jazz theme. So I'm going to tell you guys that I had a dream about Helen Humes again. This is like the third or fourth dream I have had about Helen. And she was singing this song, and she asked me why I wasn't singing this song. And
in the dream.
In the dream. Well, not in reality.
Yeah.
Okay. And I want to do it for you guys. And of course, Helen started off her career playing with people like Lester Young and Count Basie. She was from Kentucky, not from Kansas City, but I think it fits.
Oh yeah, she
and I had a dream about it, so we have to do it.
She definitely was in the Count Basie thing.
Supposing I should fall in love with you, that you could love me too. Supposing I should hold you and caress you, would that impress you or merely distress you? Supposing I should say for you I yearn, would you think I'm speaking out of turn? And supposing I declare it, would you take my love and share it? I'm not supposing I'm in love with you. Hi, Suzanne from Norman. That's cool. Susan says she digs your tie.
Who?
Susan.
Oh, she
Our
likes the tie.
producer
Good.
likes the tie.
I love this tie.
Hi, Mary. Nice to see you. Hi, Gilead. Yes, there's a great Bobby Timmons version. I think that has Blue Mitchell on it.
Oh, Sposen.
Mm-hmm.
And the Miles Davis version is very
Miles
famous.
Davis version.
Red Garment.
There's a great Fats Waller version. I found a lot of different versions. The Helen Humes version is great. However, it's not available anywhere.
And she doesn't sing the melody.
Hi, Sharon. No, she doesn't sing the melody, but that's okay. I think I'm going to continue.
Excuse me.
Continue with a little bit of some Helen Humes inspired tunes, and then after this, you can tell your Count Basie story.
Up to you.
Because we're going to tie into Count Basie right here.
Because it all ties into Count Basie.
It all ties into Count Basie. This is Blue and Sentimental, which was from the Basie band. Herschel Evans it was his feature to begin with.
Tenor sax.
And I fell in love with this song when I heard Frank West play it here in New York in person. He was playing it at Lincoln Center, and it was so great. And we have played it for a long time, but I've never sung it before.
You know, interesting little side story. The Bird movie, which we discussed
Just watched the other day.
A couple of weeks ago or whatever. Famous movie with Forrest Whitaker, the Bird movie. No, I'm sorry. Not the Bird movie. The Dexter Gordon movie, Round Midnight.
Oh, Round Midnight, okay.
Round Midnight with Dexter Gordon as the star.
Yes.
In that movie, if those of you who saw it, there's another saxophone player who's sick, and Dexter's visiting him.
Yeah.
Of course, the characters in the movie are all fictional characters.
Dale Turner.
Dale Turner's Dexter. But the other saxophone player is the counterpart to Herschel Evans. Lester Young and Herschel Evans, they played so differently.
Right, but
and they were at odds.
Wait, how is that in the movie? What?
He's in the movie. He tells Dexter, why don't you just play...
Herschel Evans?
No,
he's dead.
It's a fictional character. Come on, try to keep up here.
I'm totally lost.
But the character that is sick in the movie, the other saxophone player, is actually sort of built around the character of Herschel Evans.
Oh, you mean because Dexter is a fictional Lester Young.
Right.
And this other person is a fictional Herschel Evans.
Yeah, because they were sort of at odds stylistically, yet both very famous.
And Herschel died very young.
In Basie's band.
Right. This is the Old Testament band.
Yes, and so it's interesting. I always thought that they played that off because they have a discussion where Herschel tells him, "Man, why don't you just play what people like instead of that crazy new stuff that you're playing?" Which is what Lester was doing.
But it's not Herschel.
No, I don't even remember his name. Aren't you keeping up here? You got to keep up with this.
This is not planned.
It was in Round Midnight, the movie. Anyway, go ahead.
Blue and Sentimental?
Well, I had the Bird movie in my mind from
We just watched
a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, it's slow version. Blue and sentimental. My dreams are blue dreams. Just won't come true dreams. I find rains all the time since you said goodbye. Skies in my eyes and my heart all cry. Blue and sentimental. If you don't want me, why do you haunt me and keep me feeling and sentimental? I love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't Frank West used to play that all the time?
Well, that's what I said.
Oh, you said it a while
said-
ago. Well, I was trying to talk about the movie. That's what got me confused.
No, I said I used to hear Frank play that song.
No, I know.
Because it's a great tenor. It's a great tenor
Yeah,
tune.
it's a tenor feature.
And we're talking. Oh, that's nice. Hi, Richard. Thank you. We're talking about Kansas City today and the Southwestern jazz style, which comes a lot from Benny Moten and Count Basie. Maybe we should talk.
Kansas City
You
in
want
the
to play?
Southwest. Yeah.
Tell them about. Stephen, have you ever met Count Basie?
I have met Count Basie. He was one of my very first major heroes when I was learning to play.
Can you reach it? If you want to hear more Blue and Sentimentals, look up Count Basie Blue and Sentimental.
Yeah.
You'll hear good versions.
They played it throughout the Basie band career.
So tell us about.
Well, I used to follow the Basie band around back in the late 70s and the early 80s. I followed them all around.
Around Oklahoma.
Got to know the guys in the band, and I actually got to know Basie a little bit. And one time when I was early on in doing this, I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I'm going to get this one right. And the Basie band was playing a gig in a big place there. It was sort of like a Las Vegas style. And
For the ballroom.
yeah. And we were there, and on the break, I went to see Basie in the back. I said, where's Basie? I know he's on his break. So they said, oh, that's his dressing room over there. I walked in, and there he was. And anyway, I said, well, I just wanted to say hello, and I'm a big fan of yours. And he said, well, sit down. He said,
And hang out with me.
Yeah, and so we sat there and talked about music, and it was just amazing. And I noticed as I was they came and told him your time
5 minutes.
5 minutes to the set, and I said, well, thank you very much. And I was leaving, and I noticed on the bar there was some of these pictures, a couple of these pictures. And I said, might I have one of those photos? He said, oh, sure, here, take it. Let me sign it for you. And as you can see, he did sign it.
It says, for my man, Stephen, love, from Count Basie. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and so we said our goodbyes, and I said, I'll see you again soon. He said, well, I hope so. He said, I want to hear you play. Yeah. Oh, my God, I lost my mind when he said that. And
people love this story.
And so anyway, we parted company. I saw him many other times up until he was unable to walk, and he would be on the gig in his little, what do you call that?
It's like a scooter.
His little scooter that people...
Jared Bostick says, was that at Kane's Ballroom?
I don't remember the name of the place.
He's in Oklahoma.
It was in Tulsa.
It was in Tulsa.
It was a big
place. People really like that story.
It was maybe seated 300 or 400 people in there, but it was packed actually. It was snowing that night.
What a nice man.
He was very, very nice.
I never got to meet him, so I live vicariously through your story.
All the guys in the band eventually, because I would follow them to the airport, when they were getting ready to take off, or if they were playing. I used to go, for some reason back in those days, this early 80s, people in Oklahoma and Kansas would hire the Basie band to play for their weddings.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
So I would find out who that was, and I would go and put on my tuxedo and crash the wedding party and hang around by the side of the band. And so that was a lot of fun for me. I got to know the guys. Johnny Williams, the baritone player, he was one of the very nicest cats, and always saying hello to me.
Well, let's play one of their tunes.
All right, let's play the one from.
We didn't really talk anything about Benny Moten, but
we will after this song.
We'll play. This is Moten Swing. Somebody typed in Molten Swing, but I think it was an autocorrect.
No, Moten.
But I think Siri would change it to Molten.
Benny Moten was the man's name.
Benny Moten. Okay, your tempo on this. Intro. I'll do it one more time. Moten Swing. Did you like the
Yeah, I love that.
the crossover of the hands? I couldn't figure out how to get down there.
That tune stayed in the basic book for a long time, up until the very end.
Oh, Marion has a good question. I'm just reading some questions that go by. Thank you guys. Yeah, you liked the crossover. Marion says, why is Kansas City called the Southwest when on the map it's the middle?
Well, that's
You've stumped the man. No,
that's not exactly a musician's question, but that's true. However, Chicago is called the Midwest when it clearly is not the middle of anything.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that either.
I think it's because culturally, that area is more southern.
Well, the musicians...
Missouri is a southern state.
Right. And the musicians in Kansas City, all the famous musicians, of which there were multitudes, all worked either there or south of there, in Oklahoma or in Texas or Arkansas.
A lot of work in Arkansas.
Famously,
Lake of the Ozarks.
Bird went to Arkansas to learn a lot of his things. So it's interesting, but I agree with her. I always used to wonder that too.
No, but I think it's
not very south.
Because Missouri is a southern state.
It was a southern state in the
historically
Civil War.
speaking, yeah. And it's west because it's not east.
Right, yeah.
It's a good question. I don't know. People questioned me because in the press release for our new record, I used that phrase, Southwestern style, because it's not historically known as a Midwestern style. And everyone said to me, Oklahoma's not the Southwest. And I said, well, in
actually,
this cultural sense, that is.
It is, yeah.
John Quinn is correct that the chords are the same as You're Driving Me Crazy. You're driving me crazy. What can I do? What did I do? Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's a very famous Basie tune.
Cultural geography explanation, Marion says, fascinating. I think it's true, though.
Sammy Nestico rewrote the arrangement later for the band in the 50s and 60s. However, the original arrangement was just a head chart. It was not written down.
Well, I want to say I've been listening to a lot of Benny Moten and Count Basie to get ready for this show, and it's a very intimidating piano history. Benny Moten could really play some stride piano, and Basie too. And I was going to show you this photo. Of course, for a while in the Benny Moten band, there were two piano players, Benny and Count Basie. And this is them. I think this is 32. I think the book says 1929, but I think it's 1932. And it's a black and white, obviously. Maybe a little bit hard to see. That's Count Basie and Benny Moten together in the middle. And the man standing is Jimmy Rushing. Paul Weiss says, Missouri was a border state that remained in the Union during the Civil War. Thank you, this is true. But Kansas wasn't, right? Now we're talking about history, and I don't know. But there was an issue about the border between Kansas and Missouri.
Yeah, those were the states that nobody knew who they were.
So that's Jimmy Rushing. Jimmy Rushing was in both the Count Basie and the Benny Moten band, including Hot Lips Page, which is hard to see him, but he's here on this end. The Page brothers, both from Oklahoma, Walter Page and Hot Lips Page.
Oklahoma music.
But I want to do some singing for you guys. So these are some tunes that Jimmy Rushing sang. And this is this great Orrin Keep News, Pictorial History of Jazz book. There aren't very many photos of Benny Moten. So that's why we want to show you one.
Jimmy Rushing from Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Of Count Basie fame.
Of Count Basie fame. Should we do How Long?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a blues. Basie recorded it instrumentally version a few times, but Jimmy Rushing recorded it quite a bit. If I could holler like a mountain jack, I'd go up on that mountain and call my man back. How long, baby, how long? How long? How long has that evening train been gone? How long, baby? How Thank you very much. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Dina. That was How Long. I know you guys are going to ask, well, I don't know if you're going to ask this question, but I always wondered, well, I mean, it's the blues, but how long?
How long?
How long is a question to so many, an answer to so many questions and a question to so many answers?
Like lockdown.
Yes, how long?
How long?
I love Basie when he plays in the Oscar Peterson. Yeah, that's the duo stuff is really good. Thank you, Lenise. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Bill. So let's do another one kind of in that vein. Thanks, Arnie. How about Evening?
Another vocal?
Another vocal, yes. Another Jimmy Rushing Count Basie vocal. This is called Evening. And now this is not the same tune that Joe Williams recorded in the later band. This was Jimmy's tune. They first recorded it in the 30s. And then again, there's the famous live version at Newport, which I think is 57. And quite a few other versions as well, live stuff, but it's called Evening. Somebody asked about that. Tune we just did was an 8-bar blues.
8 bars, yeah.
Not 12. And this, in fact, is not a blues. It's a 32-bar tune. Hi, Hide. Good to see you. Evening. Every night you come, you find me. Evening. Every night you come, you find me. Must you always remind me that my man has gone every evening? Can't you see I'm down in your power?
Nobody plays that.
Nobody plays that. It really reminded me of that other bassy tune we did months ago for a Billie Holiday show, Swing Brothers Swing.
Yeah. Similar.
Very similar tune. So that's thank you, Dave. I've never played a two piano. I've never done anything two piano.
Yeah, I did. Gershwin.
Oh, that's right. But I mean, record. I haven't done anything. No. What should we play, Stephen?
What shall we play? What about?
Yes, it's very unfamiliar. I wanted to play some different tunes for you guys today. Some things maybe that are not as well known. Oh, well, maybe we should continue with something that's really not known at all.
Well, why don't we do one from the other really famous band in Kansas City and Oklahoma? Mm-hmm. And that is the Jay McShann Orchestra.
This is me and Jay in 2001. So how old am I there, Stephen?
Well, you are what? 15? No, 14.
16.
Something like that.
I'm 16, and that's Jay. And so Jay would be 80 something.
Jay was one of the great piano players and big band leader. He's most famous for being the big band leader in Kansas City that hired Charlie Parker to play lead alto. One of Bird's first gigs, one of his first really major gigs, was with the Jay McShann Orchestra. Famous recordings you can still find with that band, with Bird playing 8-bar solos or 12-bar solos.
Some big long features.
Yeah, and Jay was quite the band leader there in Oklahoma and Kansas.
I want to say I saw Jay perform only one time.
Yes.
This time that I just showed you in 2001. It was at the Deep Deuce Jazz Festival in Oklahoma City. And, oh, hi, John. Hi, John and Joe. Nice to see you. I had seen so many people play by the time I was 16. I mean, Clark Terry and many, many great piano players and many great musicians. And I have to say, when I saw Jay, it was the most swinging thing I had ever experienced in my entire life. Remember?
Yes.
I mean, that's how I felt about it.
Very much so. I was a huge fan of
it. It was just trio.
I'd seen him many times.
And Jay sang. He sings and plays piano. And it was so intense. And I have to say, I was telling you about this, that this show is, you want to make some more noise there?
I'm trying.
That it's a lot of really difficult piano stuff because it's like stride, but swing, but boogie-woogie, but this special Oklahoma thing that's really almost, I think, completely gone from the music. Nobody does it, and
it's no longer in Oklahoma.
I think they don't do it because it's hard. I think it's hard. But I wish all of you guys could have seen Jay McShann because the records don't even do it justice at all. But we're going to play something associated with Jay. I don't know what it is.
You only saw him once, but you became friends.
My producer is pointing out that I should say that I did become friends with Jay. We used to talk on the phone about different, about music, And he did send me a Christmas card one year. It's in my scrapbook.
And he helped you with one of your research papers one time.
Yes, because he's from Muskogee in Oklahoma, and for Oklahoma history, I did a research project on him and jazz, and that was really fun. You want me to tell the story?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was asking him about his favorite modern piano players. That's what I said. What I meant was, who do you like on the scene now? Like who that you like who's alive now? So maybe contemporary would have been a better word, but I said modern. And Jay laughed on the phone, and he said, well, Art Tatum's pretty modern to me. And it was such a...
You kind of have to do it in his voice.
I can't do it in his voice.
He talks sort of
He
like
talks
that.
sort of like that. Why do all my friends have high voices?
Like Lou Donaldson
Frank and
stuff.
Lou and Jay.
Yeah.
But it was really, it meant so much to me to hear him say that, because I thought, oh, wow, that blew my mind. I mean, you can't get more modern than Art Tatum. No, Jay passed away the year I graduated from college, which was in 2006. It's quite a while ago now, actually.
Yeah.
But so I only knew him for a few years there at the end. But what are we gonna play?
Jump the Blues.
Oh, it's not a super hard one.
It's one of the top arrangements played by Jay McShann's big band. And I believe there's one recording where this features Bird.
Yeah, this is true. It's a blues in F. If you guys are playing along home. 1, 2, sorry. Bill. Thank you so much. That's Jump the Blues.
By Jay McShann.
So a lot of the music we're playing, blues-based, obviously, and heavy on the dance tempos.
Rhythm.
And the rhythm. So there's not a lot. People were asking about something like really fast, but there's not a lot of music from them that's super fast. They like the quote of "Now's the time." Bill and Marion say the Sinatra Basie record from 1962 is one of our favorites. Yeah, is that the
Well, that's
Live
from the Sands.
at the Sands?
I think it is.
Yeah, 18th and Vine. That's the hang down there in Kansas City. I mean, well, it was. It is, I guess, but historically speaking.
Well, now there's a wonderful museum there.
The museum is so cool.
The Jazz Museum.
Because they have Jay McShann's piano there, and you're not supposed to touch it. But I might have touched it.
But you played it
I
that
did,
day.
yeah. There was nobody around, and I just hopped over the velvet rope for a minute.
They have bird's horn there.
They have bird's horn, but you can't actually touch that. I tried,
Behind
but
glass.
it's behind glass. That was a really fun trip when we've been to Kansas City a few times. We went when the museum opened, you and I.
Mm-hmm.
But then we also took the band there. And oh, thank you. Greg is working out while he's listening to us. That's crazy.
It's the other museum that's part of that is the Negro Baseball League's museum.
Yeah, which is
amazing.
really interesting.
Really, really great.
Yeah.
It's part of the same complex there.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention I had a student who played and worked with Jay McShann, which I thought was very great for him and for me.
David.
Yeah.
David Stewart, or known as Bull, if you guys used to see him with us. We called him Bull. I was going to sing a little. Am I to blame for loving you? Don't know why I do. My poor heart beats for joy whenever I'm with you. Am I to blame if skies are blue? Little birdies in the trees singing lovesick melodies the whole day through. Sighing brings regret. Each day is like the day before. Trying to forget, but that only makes me love you more. So tell me why I always sigh whenever you are by my side. If I keep loving you, am I to blame? Am I to blame for loving you? Don't know why I do. My poor heart beats for joy whenever I'm with you. Am I to blame if skies are blue? Little birdies in the trees singing lovesick melodies the whole day through. Sighing brings regret. Each day is like the day before. Trying to forget, but that only makes me love you more. So tell me why I always sigh whenever you are by my side. If I keep loving you, am I to blame? Thank you very much. Yes, it is really like It's a Sin to Tell a Lie because it's the 1 and then the 5 chord augmented. And I never met a song that had those changes that I didn't like.
That's right.
So that's I Might Have Blame. And then, of course, Be Sure It's True when you say, I love you. And very similar to Is It True What They Say About Dixie? And I'm going to Lock My Heart and Throw Away the Key. And I'm Confessing.
Yeah.
All my favorite songs. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying these lesser known gems.
Did we have another picture?
We do have some more pictures. I'm sorry. Stephen
show
pulled
another
so many
picture.
photos out. I actually don't know what this one is going to be. Oh, this is a great photo of the Basie Band from 1941. This is our book, Jazz People, which is a great photo and history book. This one's kind of hard to show because it's in the crease. But that's Basie there. That's Big Lester Young next to him. But that's the Basie Band 1941, which is a super famous band with the All-American Rhythm section.
This is the band that primarily what you hear on the Decca records, the famous Decca recordings from 37, 38, 39.
Which I have to say, if you're not familiar with the Count Basie Decca records, you can stream them on all the sites right now. It's brown. The cover is brown because it's a box set. And I personally believe that these are the best records to listen to when driving. I'm serious, because if you're on the interstate or on the highway or on the road and you have this music on, it's like a transcendent experience. So check it out next time you're driving.
Well, they're very historically significant recordings. This was at a time in jazz when the way of playing rhythm was being changed.
That's Jimmy Rushing. Sorry, you can. I'm just showing.
I'm looking.
Jimmy, well, go ahead.
I was just saying, at this time in the late 30s and early 40s, this is the time whenever rhythm was changing in jazz music. If you listen to the music from early 30s or late 20s and compare it to music of the late 30s and early 40s,
So different.
totally different rhythmic conception. And Basie's band and this rhythm section in this picture, Joe Jones, Walter Page.
I was going to use it as a quiz.
Oh, okay.
Too late.
Okay, yeah.
Joe Jones, Walter Page, Freddie Green, and Basie.
And Basie.
They're called the All-American Rhythm section.
All-American Rhythm section. And they changed the way that the rhythm was felt. It also brought about the advent of the swing era and swing dancing. And
Because it's so swinging.
it was very, very important. In the music in the 40s, late 30s and 40s became the most popular music on earth.
I was going to show you another photo of Jimmy Rushing, who might be one of my favorite singers. I mean, he is. He's not my favorite, but top 5.
Mm-hmm.
I love Jimmy Rushing. He had a nickname, Mr. 5 by 5, because he is 5 feet tall and 5 feet wide.
He's very big.
He's a big guy. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a true
You
story.
can see him in that picture.
Look at him. He's a big dude. I heard that the ladies loved him, though.
They did.
It's because of his singing.
We played in his house
Yeah.
in Oklahoma City.
And
it's
one
it's
photo,
still
because
there.
I think he's one of the most handsome men in jazz. That's Papa Joe Jones, the drummer. Look at that smile. It's radiant. Did you see it?
Yes, that's a great picture. One
He's
of the
very
greatest
good-looking.
jazz drummers of all time.
Very handsome. We're going to play some more. It is the top of the hour. The hour has gone by so fast. I told Steven we're going to do 2 weeks of, I think we could do another week of Kansas City stuff.
Definitely, yeah.
But thank you. Sharon did mention, oh, Bill's quoting the rest of the song. Sharon mentioned if you guys are enjoying the show, we certainly do appreciate any donations. You can use the links right here. If you're on YouTube, there in the text box. What do we call, how do we say it, Steven? Donations are accepted,
But not
but not expected. That's kind of a tongue twister for me.
expected? No, not expected.
No, not expected.
Accepted,
and
but not-
appreciated, but
But
not.
not expected.
Yeah, so if you guys want to do that, I
We
really
do appreciate it, though.
And before we do our last couple tunes, I want to say that Bird Song, my new record, which is right there, is doing so well on like streaming sites. It's the most streams I've ever had, and that's because of you guys. So I really appreciate it, and I hope you're liking the record. And we're definitely gonna do Look for the Silver Lining. Don't worry. But I thought we gonna play. Do we want to play some slow blues?
Yeah, ladies' choice.
Or did you want to do the straight eight thing?
Oh yeah, the Jay McShann
Yeah,
thing.
you're not. Steven was supposed to pick this last tune. He's not doing it.
Yeah, the Jay McShann thing.
They're both Jay McShann.
What's it called?
My Child.
My Child.
Yeah?
Yeah.
E flat. Rebecca. Thank you, Dennis. Julie, that's I'm gonna get tennis elbow from that. Yeah, that's you laugh, but I'm not kidding. I really, when you hear Jay play, it's so easy, and it's so swinging and cool and like mellow. And if you heard him in person, it was like really, because there's more to the rhythms than just the rhythms. There's some kind of like metaphysical thing occurring when he plays.
I would say.
and he was not super tall, taller than me. But when he sat up on the bench, I sit pretty high, but he was a little higher, like Errol Garner. He sat up kind of high like Errol, and I remember his feet kind of just like, they were just kind of hanging. He was
he wasn't reaching the floor.
No, he was just sort of like easy peasy. And oh, Stephanie's on there. It's my cousin. And you say Grandma used to play boogie woogie. I don't remember.
Yeah, she learned it off the radio.
It's a lot of left hand. But I have to say that Live from Lockdown has been good for my left hand. Stephen, you're supposed to say you agree.
Yes, it has been good. Your stride is much better. You know, that particular style of playing that music we just played, that song.
I don't know what kind of style it is.
My child was very, very geographically located in Kansas and Oklahoma.
In the Southwest.
And largely from players like Jay and Basie and those players.
Yeah.
It was a certain thing. It's not quite straight eights,
No.
and it's not quite swing eights.
No.
It's really not, as Stephanie was saying, boogie woogie.
No, I brought that up.
But it sort of sounds like boogie woogie.
It's precursor to rock and roll and boogie woogie.
But it's a different thing. It was its own thing, and people loved it, and there was a lot of dancing to that.
It makes me want to dance.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hard to dance when you're doing it. Well, I think it makes me want to dance just because I want to get my left hand.
Play it a little bit again. Yeah. It seems simple, but it was
It is simple.
immensely popular.
I think that's why this music is so hard. It's simple, but very difficult.
Anyway, there we are.
Look for the silver lining whenever clouds appear in the blue. Remember somewhere the sun is shining. So the right thing to do is make it shine for you. A heart full of joy and gladness will always banish sadness and strife. So always look for the silver lining. Try to find the sunny side of life. Arnie says it has a cowboy feel to it. I think that's true. I wanted to say before I finish this song, thank you guys so much for being here and for supporting us playing what we really love to play, which is blues and some more blues.
Yes, that's right.
Because we're from Oklahoma, and that's kind of what it's like out there. So you guys are the best. Thank you so much for
And
all
telling
the
our
nice
crazy
words.
stories.
Your stories are the best.
Mine was crazy too. I got messed up.
Well,
Got the movies messed
the
up.
movie thing was funny. Look for the silver lining whenever clouds appear in the blue. Remember somewhere the sun is shining. So the right thing to do is make it shine for you. A heart full of joy and gladness Snuggles in almost. Snuggles in my good phone. Look for the silver lining whenever clouds appear in the blue. Remember somewhere the sun is shining. So the right thing to do is make it shine for you. A heart full of joy and gladness will always banish sadness and strife. So always look for the silver lining. Try to find, try to find, try to find, try to find the sunny side of life. Thank you guys so much for being on here. Thank you, Ray and Sergio and Pete. Right in the middle of that, the phone gave me a notification that it was dying, and I started to reach
Oh my
over
gosh.
and fix it. Thank you so much, Greg, and all your kind words. Means a lot to have you here with us, and it's my favorite part of the week, Stephen.
That's my favorite part.
So we'll be back next week, and maybe we'll do some
Yeah.
after hours.
Yeah.
I
after
want to
hours
keep
next
playing.
week.
We've been playing an hour and 15 minutes. We need another set.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much, and feel
Thank you.
free to leave tips and comments. Write to me. Stay in touch. I miss you. Stay healthy. Wash your hands. Love you guys. Have a beautiful week. Bye. Bye, guys.